Jessica Brevard, and this is Kitchen Table Productions, a show dedicated to low-carb living. Well, today I've got something a little different for you. It's a broccoli stuffed chicken breast, and only 1 carb for each chicken breast. It's real easy to fit into induction. So I'm going to show you how to do this right now. My first step is to set my oven to 350 degrees. Okay, now I have here about 1 crown of broccoli. I've washed it. It's looking good. The florets, as you see, are nice and tight. That's what you want. And because I'm going to stuff this in my chicken, I want to get as much of this part off as possible. So I'm just going to come back behind and cut right up under the floret part. See, so I'm just kind of getting this much of it. Now if you like a good snack, this makes a wonderful snack. You just kind of cut this off into slices and eat it raw. It's yummy and crispy and delicious. But it's not part of our meal tonight. So I'm going to take all of these. I can even break them up some more. And I want this to be soft when it goes in my chicken, so I'm actually going to cook this first. I'm going to pre-cook it. That way it won't give me any hard times when I try to go and put it inside my chicken. Now I'm just going to cook this in the microwave for about 3 minutes or so. That should do it. Okay, now here are my chicken breasts. I bought these already pre-thin sliced, just because I think it helps out in the whole thinning process. However, a lot of them aren't really thin enough. This one certainly isn't flat enough to stuff with anything. So I'm going to have to put a little bit more pounding into this, make it really nice and thin. I'll start with this one. This is a fairly nice big one here. I won't need too much pounding on this. I'm going to spritz it with a little water. And this is just plastic wrap. I've got to help keep chicken from going everywhere. A little more water on top just to help with the kind of the moving around. I've got here my meat pounder. When you're looking for a meat pounder, you want something that's kind of nice and flat and heavy. There, that'll give me a nice good surface. I usually try to aim for something that's about the size of my hand. It gives me a lot of good surface area to work with. Okay, my chicken is all pounded. Now I need to get rid of my plastic, and I've got to wash everything that chicken came into contact with. Okay, now here's my broccoli out of the microwave. As you can see, it's all nice and bright green now, and it's nice and soft, so it'll go into my chicken very nicely. I'm just going to finish creating my filling here. I'm going to add 1/4 cup of Parmesan cheese, 1/4 cup of a mayonnaise. Use a nice real mayonnaise here. Don't use any of the fake, low-fat, non-fat ones. Just too many carbs in those, and they're not really fat. I'm not sure how they're going to melt. I don't trust them. Also adding a 1/2 teaspoon of some garlic pepper. Now if you don't have a garlic pepper or can't find it, feel free to go ahead and maybe add a 1/4 teaspoon of garlic and a 1/4 teaspoon of pepper. Works for me. And a pinch of kosher salt. Now I'm just going to mix all that in together. Now I'm spreading this out in my bowl because I've got 5 chicken breasts. I'm going to need to divide this about 5 ways. I can kind of do that in my mind here. There we go. About like that. And now to fill our chicken. Putting it on a nice, fresh, clean piece of plastic wrap to help keep cross-contamination to a minimum. I'm going to grab up my first piece of chicken. There we are. Take out 1/5 of that mixture. Just kind of put it in the center. And just kind of, roll the chicken around it. Just about like that. So you can see this piece of chicken has several holes in there. I'm just going to kind of push them together. It'll be fine. With that 1/5 of my mixture. Now I find if you've pounded your breast large enough, you're not going to have to worry too much about holding these together with toothpicks. As long as it's mostly covered. There we go. Those are my chicken that is finished being wrapped up. Okay, here's my pan. It's fairly hot. It's over medium-high. I'm going to add some nice olive oil in there. As you can see, it's bubbling and ready. Ooh. I'll just get my chicken in there. Now, as you can see right here, there's still some raw areas, and of course that's no good for us. What we're going to do is we're going to finish this off in 350-degree oven. And one more thing before I'm going to put a little more cheese right on the top there. There we go. I'll just put that right in there. Probably about 5 minutes will do it. Alright, here is my beautiful, done, finished, yummy looking chicken. There, aren't they beautiful? I can hardly wait to dig in. Well, that was the broccoli stuffed chicken breast. I hope you tried it. It is really good. And like I said, only 1 carb for each of those chicken breasts. It's real easy to fit into induction. I'd actually recommend having 2 for a meal. They're just so good. Now for this recipe and many others, please visit my website, kitchentableproductions.net. I'm Jessica Bevort, and this has been Kitchen Table Productions.